You with it right here with who I started with. We something like the Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H-Uno Central Coast mobbing suicide. Always arsonist. I step in the booth and cats. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right, back on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Appreciate me beautiful linda raza that's tapping in right now. Don't forget to hit that like. That's all I ask. It's the only bottle I'll always ask you, cabrones, is to hit the like. It lets YouTube know this is a conversation I like listening to. And if you have a smartphone, you could also hit the share button. And if your phone is hooked up to your Facebook, IG, TikTok, whatever's clever, it'll also share it over there. So I appreciate you guys that keep sharing, keep liking, and we're coming up on 13K. I appreciate you guys. All right, we're gonna go ahead and talk about something. When karma bites, it hurts. But first, gracias to all the day oneers, gracias to everyone, and the members only. The members only is the exclusive community, gente. It's all the behind the scenes of mi vida, I guess. A lot of people don't know me, and a lot of people they haven't even figured me out yet. I think my aura should already radiate exactly who I am. I'm about as real as it comes. No bullshit. I like you, I'm gonna be upfront. I don't like you, I'm gonna be upfront. No matter what, I'm gonna talk to you like a man upfront. And that's just me, right? And then life is too short. We don't got time for games and bullshit. A little bit what we're gonna be talking about right now. When karma bites. When karma bites. Karma's a Rottweiler. Karma is a German Shepherd. So what am I talking about? Well, let's go ahead and get into it. So something that came across my feed. Actually, it's one of my, not one of mine. I take that back. I got to say it correctly and accurately. My favorite YouTube channel, which is the most entertaining channel. And of course, it's a Chicano channel, right? Because he covers what's called the YouTube Yarda. Shout out to Kimo's Flicks. It came across my feed. If I wasn't up on game, all I got to do is go and tap in to Kimo's Flicks. And then I'll get put up on game real quick. So evidently, and I don't make lives about this character. I don't. Do I got a chip on my shoulder about the character? Absolutely. There's no one else on the internet that the individual signed a contract, pulled out, and didn't pay the penalty fee. He did that to me. So always on my part, it's always chinga tu madre when it comes to the runner. And it's business. People want to say it's personal. Again, do I have to repeat what I just said? There's no one else on YouTube. He burned for 10 G's, right? Shout out to everyone that has pulled up, though. Shout out to all the fighters that have pulled up to Content Creator Series of Fighting. Matter of fact, I just spoke with Cholo Trucker not too long ago. Shout out to mi Chicano hermano Cholo Trucker. Oh, you best believe that we got to have the best announcer on the call when it goes down Thanksgiving fight night. So shout out to Cholo Trucker, mi hermano. If you're listening to this, you have a gift and you have a passion, and you know both of those things already. So I can't wait to see you, carnal. Thanksgiving fight night. We'll do the first promotion this Friday. A lot of people want to hear the shit talking. A lot of people want to see the new ink. One of the gentlemen, we know who, Mr. Paradigm, he's got a whole new thermal. He's got a Corcoran shoe thermal on, a new Corcoran shoe thermal. Okay. Anyways, and if you don't know what that means, better for you. Better for you. Okay. Anyways, Chicano talk, California Chicano talk. So it came across my feed, it looks like there are individuals, and it's bound to happen. When you become a public figure, you wanted attention, right? And of course, I'm talking to the runner. You wanted the attention, right? You wanted attention so bad. So bad. You went from 70,000 plus subscribers and woke up with nearly 110,000 subscribers, bought 40,000 subscribers, and got demonetized. That's how bad you want attention. We know it. It's an absolute truth. Okay. You wanted attention? Well, they're coming out of the woodworks. You cannot stop, right? Someone, and not, let's just be fair. Let's be fair with it. You can't stop someone that is bitter toward you, could have a chip on their shoulder toward you. Let's just be fair. I'm not assuming people are lining up to throw the runner under the bus, even though to the people that are new to YouTube, they don't know what has transpired in the last 3 years. They don't. Matter of fact, someone sent me a clip of the runner going live with J Cat Joker, and it was a live, and I could see all the comments, and I'm like, oh, all of these people are new. All of these people are new subs. They're all 15-year-olds. They're all 16-year-olds. And so when he says I'm a real one, I'm solid, I'm this and I'm that, which actually someone sent me a clip and he doesn't even sound. He halfway sounds, to be honest, I'm always honest. I'm always honest. To be honest, he sounds halfway humbled. He sounds halfway humbled. But again, you owe me 10 G's, chavala. So let's get back to it. Hold on, you guys. I'm just pulling up to mom's right now. And then please comment no audio if the audio falls off. Por favor. It just came from In and Out. In and Out was fire. Lumbre, man. And again, they put one right in the hood. In Selena. Oh, man. So I see the youngsters all the time. I always see the youngsters. The youngsters ain't told me once I ever lied. Not one time. They just want me to just keep it moving. Actually, what they want is just, to push the 831. That I don't say it enough or you know what I mean. I want to get a little bit more in detail. But come on, Kylie. Come on, youngsters. All right, perfect. So anyways, all right, so let's get back to it again. I don't make lies about this cabron, but it came across my feed. I don't believe everything I hear. Believe half of what you see is the motto and none of what you hear. That's playing it safe in life. Or you can call it playing it safe on YouTube, right? The YouTube guys will trip you out. So anyways, this individual, 40, 50,000, he bought subscribers, but again, it was all for attention. Why? Because at that time, Tony A, still king of the mountain. When it comes to West Coast Cali channels, you know what I mean? Do I consider the runner Chicano? No, actually, I think he's German. But again, I'm not gonna get into that. I think he's German. My bad. I was just polishing mom's right here with this. It's a pretty good cleaner, man. Daily granite cleaner. Daily, if you want to see, let me see. See if I could turn this around. I don't know how to turn it around. Mom's is looking neat, man. This one right here is a really, really good cleaner, gente. Really good. You get it at Home Depot. Couple sprays. And this is after you deep clean it. This is a touch-up cleaner after you deep clean it. And when you deep clean it, you can't use the pinchy water. But anyways, her flowers are looking good, huh? Anyways. So it came across my feed. Yep. You can't stop it if you want to be a public figure. People are going to come on. And if you got skeletons in the closet, whatever. Again, it could be bitter. It could be chips on the shoulders. Let's just be fair. Let's be objective. But when these stories come out, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. Now, I don't wish que le cae mal al güey. I don't wish que le caiga enfermedades. I don't wish him to get sick. I don't wish none of that shit, gente. Because what we don't realize is that's the blessing blocker right there. The blessing blocker is we could be so mad at someone, so bitter, so begrudging the person that all of a sudden it's not working for you now. And it's just, all of a sudden the blessings are blocked. So I don't wish him nothing, but that he's doing dope, don't surprise. Now, what he did, as far as with children and all that shit, really don't want to comment on that because that's personal. That's personal. That should be off the internet. And some people will go, because they hate your ass. Let's just keep it a buck. They don't like your ass or they hate your ass. I mean, if anyone had a reason to caerle mal al way, it would be me. Because there's no one else he's burned for 10 racks, but he burned me for 10 racks. That's why it's always F him on mines, right? So, anyways, it seems like it seems like people in his immediate circle when he left the state are now jumping on YouTube and exposing more. Exposing means, I don't know if you want to say exposing or just truth telling on what his day to day is. He's still buying dope. He's still serving double ups. He's still on the ice cream, the foco. If you don't know what that means, good. Which actually means light bulb. And I'm sure he has a closet for full of Brillo. Does that surprise it? No. Again, those are his personal pinche demonios. Those are his demons. But I liked what at least Chemo said. He goes, wait a second. If something is not true about you, you don't have to react to it. No video. No, hey, come over here. Let's do this. You know, I seen that happen with another YouTuber. I'm not going to put him out there, but Chemo has the clips when there was another YouTuber who got accused of putting his hands on his wife. You remember that? Um, and what did the individual do? Well, he grabbed the wife and hey, come here on camera. Hey, have I ever done this to you? Again, these are what you kind of call what investigators would call points of interest. Points of interest in the investigation. I seen Homie Hangout commenting also as well. I was almost gonna comment under the Homie Hangout. I was gonna say, uh, objection sustained. That's the way he's always well articulated, you know. Every time, even when he comments, it sounds like a pinchy habeas corpus. Even when he comments, it sounds like emotion. But anyways, so is all this true? Karma's a motherfucker, man. Karma's a motherfucker, man. Or is it not karma and it's just you're still living like it was the 90s? You're still living like it was the 90s. Checking into hospitals twacked out. I mean, it just again, it's all fitting. Karma is a Rottweiler will come back and bite you in the nalgas every single time. I just want to keep reaffirming that I wish this on him? No, no. But about 2, 3 years ago, when everyone was coming out with, hey, he left us hanging at the burger shop and he ran out the back door. Hey, he left us hanging in front of the strip in Vegas and tried to play it off and tell the guys that wanted to put hands on him, do you watch YouTube? Hey, he did this. He was in the hotel. Everyone forgets that everyone liked Mikey. Everyone touched with Mikey. And I say that, but I meant to say the F word, but I'm trying to watch my words. Everyone effed with Mikey. Mikey was in with everyone, and everyone would always let me know, yeah, damn, he was in the hotel all night last night, and they still got shards left over. And I was like, just knowing that's why when people were telling me this and everyone was jumping on his lives, the good old days, I guess he calls it, when everyone was believing that he was solid and didn't rat, didn't tell, didn't jump in garbage cans in YA, didn't point out witnesses on in YA paperwork, whatever. Before all of that came out, Mule Creek, Jamestown, or whatever. Before all that came out, I was already knowing this, and I backed up. I backed up. Death Row says Escalita chingas. Ray Velasquez says Dana White. Dana White, he's an alpha male, and he doesn't give a shit. And that's how you should live your life too. Don't give a shit. That means whatever you want to believe, vote for, actions take, you do them, and you do them unapologetically. Period. Because there's too much of this consciousness of what are people gonna think and fuck what people think. So that's Dana White. Homie Hangouts like you see Homie Hangouts in the comment section. Every time he types a comment, it's like a pinch motion, yeah. But I was gonna comment on their objection sustained. So again, I really never put this out there. But I everyone was keeping me in the loop, right? Because again, everyone fucked with Mikey, man. Back then was the Salinas Report days. You remember the channel was smaller, right? 2 grand, we had 3,000 subs, back in those days, and everyone's keeping me in the loop. They're on these trips, but I'm keeping in the loop. What's up with it? What's up with it? They would actually put me in group text messages. I would get put in group text messages. I'm just not the kind of individual, and I'm not, don't get offended, but I'm going to speak from my heart. I'm not the kind of individual that's ever going to put a screenshot out, or I'm ever going to send a screenshot to you of a private conversation. Once I do that, no one, well, first of all, my integrity gets shot to shit, and then no one will want to do business with me. No one is going to want to do it. So I don't reveal private conversations. Look at this text message. Look at this screenshot. Look at that. Because that, again, karma's a motherfucker. It's a Rottweiler. I don't even know what karma is. If it's a cloud, a Chinese something, or a picture of something in a Japanese robe with chopsticks in the hair. I don't know what karma is. But for the sake of the caption, it'll bite you in the ass. So I was knowing all these things, and next thing you know, all these things came out left and right and left and right. But I had already backed up. It was at least a year where people only saw me in the comment section. Hey, headquarters in the casa, saludos to the chat. And everyone was acknowledging Mikey's in the casa. That's right, Mikey, 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 Mikey. Those were the days where the YouTube money was at its peak for him. And those are the days that it was 8 balls rolling every single weekend. 8 balls rolling. It's a motherfucker. I don't wish anyone to, be addicted or be hooked on that. Absolutely not. It could actually devastate you financially, and then it ends up changing your personality. You turn into a thief. You turn into a shyster. You turn into a conniver, and then the lies start, and then it's a lie on top of a lie on top of a lie, and then it's just a whole facade. Then, as sometime or another, you got to wreck and check yourself. But the runner's doing the same thing. Just look at how someone sent a clip, how he was dressed for the court date. He's dressed for the court date like he got a court date and not a career, like he's on the streets still. I mean, come on. He's dressing like an overgrown kid. Man, you know what I mean? Still sagging 501s at court. Chingado, man. That's crazy. You're sagging 501s at court with white Jordans? Chingado, man. I never owned a pair of J's. I bet you they're comfortable as hell, though. Chingaderas is in the casa. And he says karma means love. Órale. Is that right, cabrón? That's cool. Shit, that's cool. I just used that word for the analogy. But again, so all these people coming out, baby mama or stepdad or the guardians or whatever that's coming out, that's interesting as hell. But I mean, what are they bringing new to the table that you didn't already see in the character? You don't see the character? This guy has changed personalities like 5 times, man. You know what I mean? First personality was he was a cat 3 soldado. That was the first personality. Then another personality, the micro machine man, comedian. Right? Another personality, the swindler, the thief. I'm doing raffles. I got a bunch of J's. Just send me your money. And the other personality, the smoker. And the latest personality, the latest one is I'm humbled. I mean, that's the energy that I got. The latest personality is I'm humbled. Like, everyone had already told that I'll run. People already seen on the internet I can't fight. And so, I mean, what he should have done is just start wearing a mask. Oh man, he should have just started wearing a mask. But again, do I wish this on any of the shit on him? No. But if you want to be a public figure, guess what? Your fucking public skeletons are coming out, cabrón. They're coming out. But I agree, like what Kimo said, when you start wanting to defend and look at me, and this is not true because look at me. And then what's even worse, sir, is there's a pendejo like J Cat, the Joker, who doesn't know him. You think because you talk to someone 5 times a day, you know the person? No, that's just your comadre. That doesn't mean you know the person. You don't. The only one that knows the person is God, and if he has a spouse or a significant other, whatever you want to call it, there's a, or the person's mother. The top three people that will be 100% knowing the person intimately could project their moves, could plan their moves, know their movidas, know their personalities, etc. Pinche Apple Watch, cállate. The eyes never lie. That's right, bro. Ah, pinche smirk right there. He looks like the guy in Born in East LA. Remember the priest? Remember the priest? Get behind me, Satan, for $100. Oh man, that's what it reminds me of right there. Yeah, okay, okay. Get him off me. And then they leave, right? Oh no, the two dudes they stay in the cell. And then but remember they catch him on the calles later? Man, that was a good one, man. I like that remix. Bruce Springsteen. We got to play that one every 4th of July from now on. We got to play Born in East LA. Remind me, next 4th of July. Show the picture. That's right, cabron. Again, I'm not trying to investigate and get down to this. Does he look like a little swindler, conniver, assaulter, and all that? Well, yeah. Even El said at one time, he goes, it wouldn't surprise me if one day he just got busted and it came out on the internet for jumping out of the bushes on a broad. It wouldn't, because it would be at 3 in the morning, smoked out. And then they hit the pad and they'll find another two or three lids. O sea, he was just it's using the YouTube money for shards. That's it. There's nothing new, man. There's nothing new. I'm over here talking about it like it's new. There's nothing new, man. There's nothing new. Looking like a pera. Hey, those are good, cabron. Actually, man, I haven't had a pear in a while, cabron. Especially the juicy ones. No, growing up, we had a chavacano tree. I guess some people call it eagles. In English, they're called is it plums? But you know what I mean. The chavacanos are the purple ones, and you open them up on the inside. They kind of look greenish, like aguacate purple. They look like a bunch of, like, the bottom of a jellyfish is a bunch of little hair. Oh, man, that's my favorite fruit. I think they call them eagles. We used to call them chavacanos. But pear, man. Me está antojando, cabrón. Karma, what goes around comes around. Reap what you sow. It's all the same ish. That's what I say. So again, about the runner. This whole live, I haven't done a live about the runner in forever. A lot of people don't even know who the runner is, and a lot of people call him the word with the G. We don't call him that. That's a name he made up for himself. Of course, the 13-year-olds call him that. The 15-year-olds call him that. The 16-year-olds call him that. We don't call him that. That's a name, pues especially from a barrio, that you're gonna have to earn. And if you really were that, o sea, that name, if that was really your reputation, you wouldn't be on the streets. I mean, come on. It's like if the dude's nickname was Killer. Hey, what's up, Big Killer? What's up, Tiny Killer? Whatever, Little Killer. What was he doing on the streets? And his name is Killer. It's the same thing. So Runner, that's the one, because the G ain't in him. Israel's in the casa. That's right, cabron. You're animated with the avatar. I appreciate you. New York is definitely in the building, live from Madison Square Garden. That's right. We're reaching the raza over there. I seen on the Independence Day, the raza took over Madison Square Garden or whatever plaza that was. I don't know the name of the plazas, but shout out Israel. I know you know, cabron. That's your neck of the woods. Hey, stay subscribed, cabron. This Chicano calle, Chicano street. You know what I mean? We pioneered, we godfather this shit. I should just say it like Dr. Dre, huh? I started this Chicano shit. That's the motherfucking thanks I get. I got a raffle going for my blow dry. Oh man, shit, man. I could imagine. I could picture the runner. You know what I mean? I could picture the runner on the other side, going to yard in the shower shoes, coming out of the shower in a blow dryer, probably with a hairnet dripping, Jerry curl. And then he comes on the internet and says he's real. I can confer his J's are very comfortable. I've never owned many, but got a pair on now. Real ones. Not and no complaints. Have you ever seen those shoe shows, cabron? You know, where they try to hustle. You know, they know authentic shoes and they bring them the box and they want to sell them, right? So I guess they're reselling shoes, right? And the guy looks at the box. Where'd you get these? He looks at the bottom and then he's like, you know, 3, 4 little checkpoints, and guess what? They find out if they're fake. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Those 50 pairs of shoes that the runner has in his apartment floor, you know, they're all fake J's. Not just that, someone says because you know he doesn't cover them, the 50 pairs of shoes on the floor. Someone says that his apartment smells like hot Fritos, but I can't confirm that. Wasn't he the only feederman? Oh man, it's crazy because no one's asking those questions because cabron, you okay? So Eyes Never Lie has been probably there from day one on the YouTube yada, right? People don't remember that Dreamer from Corco came on the internet. Matter of fact, saludos and prayers and positive energy to the carnalito EBK, because he was the one that brought Dreamer de Corco on the podcast. And Dreamer de Corco's on some grown man shit now. I think he's part of the union. He's working hard. You know, he got it out of his system. Let's just say that a lot of us have evolved because we did it all, man. We got it out of our systems. When you don't get it out of your system, that's when you act like a 50-year-old gang member. You haven't had enough. I guarantee you, if your back was against the wall hard enough, you wouldn't want to be putting your shirt off avatar on Instagram, your shirt off here or there. I mean, or at least common sense will tell you, my children, I'm letting them down because this is who I want them to be. And then you wonder why they grow up and then they choose that path. And the light bulb doesn't turn on in your head. Oh, isn't that all I showed them? But anyways, yeah, I heard his room smells like hot Cheetos. The Micro Machine comedian. Remember that guy? He kind of looked like Cheech Marin a little bit, you know. I mean, he had a little bit of color or whatever. No, he didn't have a big old brocha, but yeah, the Micro Machine Man. I didn't. I got to give credit where credit is due. I didn't dub him that, and I'm not saying the individual dubbed him that, but mi hermano, uh, Cholo Trucker, he said the first time he heard him before he put hands on him for 5 rounds and kicked his ass, um, which is all over the internet if you want to see it. He said before he whooped his ass that he thought, he talked like the Micro Machine Man. Hey, dispensa, Cholo Trucker. Dispensa if I wasn't supposed to say that, or if you feel my bad, carnal. This is something 3 years ago. I know you're not gonna take it personal, but you know what I mean. You said, oh, I thought it was the Micro Machine Man. Please like the video. I appreciate you, cabron. That's right, Johnny V coming up in the Tesla, pinchy, what do they call that? Cyber truck. That's right, cabron. Man, he'll do anything for a dime. Yeah, well, like I said, it's like he left him on the side of the road. You know what I mean? After the fake paperwork, and he left people at the hamburger place, and he turned down the fate in Vegas, and this and that. Left the state because he's scared. It was funny because I did a live at the Tavares car show last year, and I had the GoPro on, and I did a live, and it was funny because I was walking up to the car clubs, right? Crusaders, shout out to East Salinas, New Arrivals, all these car clubs that have been in Salinas decades, right? Crusaders is probably one of the oldest ones. But anyways, and they were saying, fuck the runner. And then someone said on camera, shout out to OG, triple OG. I thought that was feeding as hell. But you know what? By the new year, if OG triple OG doesn't come back on, I'm already assuming he might give up the seat. He might give up the seat at the mesa. Oh shit. Testing 1 2. Can you hear me? All right. I think you guys can hear me. I checked it. My level's moving. Let me see one more time. 1 2 1 2. All right. My bad. I did say gracias for whoever dropped that on there. Man, that dude is a weenie. But again, someone sent me a little video, and all of the people commenting on his channel were all new people. All new people. And you know what? He halfway sounds broken. I gotta give him, I mean, I gotta call it how I see it. I don't just shit on someone just to shit on someone. There has to be a reason, right? I'm not trying to waste a second of energy on something I don't need to because I got a lot on the plate already, covers. Um, Yes, I can. That's right, Artie Money. I appreciate you. Chinga, is that lightweight? Is that lightweight creepy? Because the individual, and of course we're talking about Joker the J. Well, I'm talking. I'm not putting words in anyone else's mouth. The opinions of the host are those of the host only. Um, and we're Joker the J Cat, almost 60 years old, just for men, still using just for men, and he doesn't know that the darker his hair is, actually what it does is accentuates the wrinkles on the face. Well, I just gave you that photography tip, Joker. Doesn't know that, so you might as well just let it grow gray. Um, is that lightweight creepy? Like all of a sudden, all you have is 15-year-olds in the comment section. It's lightweight creepy. It's lightweight creepy, man. Yo, Mikey, I got Tyson Salinas. Wait, if I now you're letting me know, I'm waiting for you to get a load over here. Wait, how do you not get a load when we export about 50% of the crops? Unless, are you a dedicated driver? You only got dedicated runs or what? Because Salinas, I used to tell my partner from Tulare and my other brother from Luis. Yeah, my partner Luis is from Tulare. Brian from Washington. I tell him come get a load and chill, and they'd be there for 8 hours at the pad chilling. You're good. I appreciate you. Johnny V says shout out to EBK. Absolutely. Prayers, because again, that's real shit, real life shit. Everything else is entertainment. That's great. We like to entertain. We're here for shits and giggles like me. But at the end of the day, dealing with some real shit like that, I don't wish that on anyone. That's why not even the runner. Not even the runner. He's shooting himself in the foot. By smoking his YouTube money and losing custody and everything else that's happening to him. What do you want to say? The novella continues. I was replying to Juan Quintero's comment. That's right. The Brown Berets, you guys tap in tomorrow night. I am going to be in the Bay tomorrow, but this time I'm going to be home a little bit sooner. I'm going to be home sooner for the Brown Berets. I think I got at least 5 that checked in. I don't know what to expect. I really I don't know what to expect. I don't know if if they're coming just rocking and rolling, berets on, boots on. I don't know what to expect. It's just going to be an interesting conversation. I want to see the process. How do you join them? What are the requirements? Is it the same movement of the 60s or has it changed its mission statement? What's the ideology? ¿Qué son las creencias? What's the modern day berets doing? Are they heavily on social media, on the internet now, and have reduced their presence in the calles? I don't know. These are really, really good questions that I want to ask them. DC4L, that's right, my boy. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Just to let you know what I do with the super chat, Gente, I put them in a reserve, and then we're gonna order hats. The wifey says she wants to order hats that we haven't given hats away in a long time. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just do a giveaway. And I kid you not, I'm gonna. The wifey says she wants to get like 100. And I guess she said the logos are separate and she could DIY them and it saves money. And I'm just gonna be giving them away to the comments like DC4L, boom, like off the top. So let's shoot for November. Let's shoot for November a giveaway. So just be on the lookout for that thumb. It's been a while. I haven't done ones. I think since July. Those 10-2 references were a little too accurate. We don't even know. We don't even know if he's shooting the video and you can't see it in the camera frame, but right there in front of next to the keyboard, he's got a CD disc right there, laid out, rayas. We don't even know. But the 10-2s, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh man. But at the end of the day, his buddy jumping on, backing him up when he doesn't even know the story. I can't be 100 with anyone. Don't get offended. Don't get offended. All of a sudden you get into some shit and there's a firestorm around you or something like that. We met on the internet. Okay. So I don't know how much skin, you want me to put in the game, lose, back you up. Again, to each his own. I say honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. But acting like a tough guy, that's what brings that to you. Acting like a tough guy, acting like a 50-year-old gang member, acting like I'm solid, acting like I'm bad, etc., is the reason I started backing up. My bad, you guys. Did my audio cut out? I think it did for a second. But anyways, there's something that no one's asking. Joker the J Cat, which is, hey, Joker, the J Cat, does the runner still have an 11? Does he still have an 11? Are you still grabbing little white baggies during the lives? But now it's just off to the side. You fucked up when you showed half the bag. And kid you not, the bag, if you know this, substances, if you know substances, um, depending what the quantity was, you got to open the bag, close it, open it, close it, open it, close it, right? Because you're just pulling out little bumps, right? You're pulling out bumps. And so what happened is the residue will actually get to the top of the bag. It'll climb up the residue and it'll climb up to the top of the bag. So when he pulled it in the frame, even though it was only half of the bag, you seen a plastic baggie that was all the way white to the top. If you didn't know that, you're better off. That's right. I'm back. I don't know what happened. It kicked me out of the studio real quick, but I'm gonna have to cut this one off. Let's give it 5 more. All right. So tomorrow, yes, we do got the Brown Berets, and I thought Raskizi said something about the Brown Berets. Oh, this one. Very curious which brown berets show up. So we'll also talk about because I went to their page. They're brown berets de Califas. I went to their page. They back up 100% Alex Enamorado. So one of the things we'll talk about also is the Justice 8. We'll talk about street vendors. The Justice 8. What do they do in the community as far as crime goes? Are they helping out anyone? Are they that kind of group, coalition, whatever you want to call them, that they respond in the middle of the night like Alex Enamorado did that? I got to give it to the guy, man. I got to give it to the guy. Though I don't agree with everything he says, like when he said that our children are safer at a drag show than they are at church, I don't agree with that. But just because I don't agree with something that's a belief of yours, what does that have to do with the human itself, the heart of the human? Nothing. Absolutely. Who you vote for? You want to vote for Harris? Fucking vote for Harris all you want. That doesn't make me and you don't. It doesn't switch anything up. Now I know you respect that I at least want to speak my mind. Okay, vote for Harris, and then you're not going to save money. You're not going to buy houses. And then here we go with unemployment will probably hit 10%. Just like inflation for sure will hit 10%. They're lying to us on the TV saying unemployment's at 3.75. Absolutely not. Unemployment is almost 7%. I'm looking at actual numbers, not TV numbers. And what they'll do before the elections is always lower the gas, lower this, lower that. Why? Because they want you to seem, forget about the last 4 years, gas is back at $4. And then as soon as the elections come, guess what happens? It's just a copy and paste. It's a copy and paste. Anyways, I just wanted to see what Homie Hangout said on that one. I need to get some Chicano 2 gear. I need to set up my own merch, though, too. I think we talked about that once, right? I got a company, a merch company, cabron, that if you don't want to package and do everything, they wrap it, they package it, they send samples. The brand of my merch store is Hanes. But to be honest, when like say when the homies have tapped in and said, hey, you know what, I want to get a thick one. Do you got thick ones? I don't. I actually what I do is I send them the PNG file. That's the high res, and then I tell them just go to the mall, go to your local mall and get you a shaka.
or a Pro Club, and then print it yourself. If you want the thick one, which people are switching right now because it's getting cold. But all mine is Hanes clothing. So it's a pretty good merch store. And then what you do is put it on the upload defaults in the YouTube studio, and then if people want, they just click on it. I got Veronica Salas last time. She told me she bought 2 aprons, mugs, laptop bags. I also got Content Creator Series of Fighting logo on there as well, gente. So it's not just Chicano Tube logo, which is a cherry one. Shout out to Vallero. I think the cabron's on a violation. He hasn't even messaged me back for months. I think he's on a violation. Pinche Vallero, man. Exactly. I found the trap thinking just because we connect over social media doesn't mean, yeah, no. And let's just call a spade a spade. We're friends. Wait a second. My circle of friends, I can count them on two hands. Two hands. Now, since I've been reformed, I've made more acquaintances. Before I didn't look for any new acquaintances. It was just like too much on the plate. Don't need more friends. I'm not the looking for popularity kind of guy. Never was. I was always trying to be down low because that's just the way I was taught. Since I was a little chavalito at 13, with the beeper, and my primo would put me on, and I was slinging, and even in Chinatown, slinging at 13, they are always drilling that in me, drilling. Don't say shit. When you get busted, this and it just don't expand your circle. Keep it to business, and you'll be on the streets. If you don't, then you get in there. And a couple times I did like Henry Hill. I went in there and remember when Henry he got busted as a kid, he came out and he didn't tell. I did that like 2-3 times and went back and everyone giving me dap and credit and all that. I thought that was the world until I realized I was being used. Risky business guys. All right, you guys. So yeah, the Brown Berets, and then I'm gonna drop the interview with the founder. It's Chicano royalty. I'm very honored that he's coming on, the founder of the Brown Berets. I'm gonna drop that on Thursday night as an upload because that I want to ask questions on the history, on our relations, the Chicano Brown Berets relations to the Black Panthers, just to the community itself. How were the times? The 60s. I'm sure he's going to talk about a lot of maybe racial incidents, maybe profiling. We don't know. Oh man, it's going to be good. And so I don't want to digress, and that's why it's not going to be a live. I'm going to upload that Thursday night because we're going to do that Thursday midday, and that's with the founder. And then Friday night, I will be with Paradigm Media News, and I'm also going to be with Mile High Hustle. So shout out to them. All right, you guys, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. To the runner, if you're hearing this, I still want my 10 G's because it was only business ever to begin with. That's 2 months of my life that I can't get back. And it's a contract that's written in writing. And if you had any kind of moral, if you had any kind of shred of integrity left, you would contact me to try to make it right. But since you're smoking your money, te vale. Live on Chicano Street. I'll let you guys go. I'll see you tomorrow night live with the Brown Berets in action. And I'll let you guys hold on. I saw something right now. Who's Joker? So that's Dubs Light, Bud Light, Dubs Light, Bud Light. But we know because the paperwork dropped. His paperwork dropped that his name is Joker. There it is. It was there. That's right. Is that a belief or something that can be statistically measured? I like when things are proven because I like science. I believe it just all works together though. So if there's a theory, I believe it should be proven. Mikey Smokey the local bear, man, finally gets a break from fucking saving our lives and shit. All Smokey the local bear does is save our lives every day. He runs straight into the pinchy fire like ladder 49 every single day, man. I appreciate you. I stand with Alex Enamorado standing to the people. I got hate for my videos about him, but yeah, well, you spoke your truth. You spoke your mind. Hate it or love it, we're here to bring the conversation to the table. But see, me and you can have an intelligent conversation. You know what I mean? But when people try to do it like Alvin and shit like that, then he laughs. And when the lawyer guy someone sent me a clip, Alvin laughed. that some guy went pinballing, hitting all kinds of cars down the street, and then he went up on the curb and he hit a girl that's like 10 years old and broke her leg. And when the lawyer said he fled the country, Alvin couldn't stop laughing like a hyena. For the people, huh? Anyways, you guys, live on Chicano Street. I'm gonna let you guys go. Go to the truck stop. Go to the truck stop. What are you talking about? Wait. It's people from other country here keeping their customs. Who drives from the Middle East fucking up trucks up. Oh, stop already. Stop already. There you go, cabron. Call in, cabron. We'll talk about that live. They're in Reno. That's where the tia's at, in Reno. All right, you guys, live on Chicano Street. I'll let you guys go. Remember what I always say. Tomorrow night, I'll see you with the brown bean-chi berets. It's my honor to have the soldados that are actually in the trenches come on before the founder come on. It's an honor. All right, you guys, I'll let you guys go. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.